Humanity's going back to the moon. But the question is, will we be ready? We have lots of technology, we have loads of ambition, but we still have a lot to figure out before we set foot back on the lunar surface. And that's exactly why missions like the New Shepard's moon gravity test are so important. Let's break it down. I'm Ben, this is Physics or Bust. Blue Origin launched its New Shepard vehicle on a mission with one key goal: simulating lunar gravity in space. So how does that work? The spacecraft's capsule spun at a rate of 11 revolutions per minute, creating a moon-like gravity environment inside for 2 whole minutes. That might not sound like much, but those 120 seconds were crucial for determining how future lunar technologies will operate. The mission carried 30 science payloads, nearly all designed to test new technologies and experiments that could be game changers for future lunar exploration. We're talking about materials testing, biological experiments, and systems that could make future moon missions safer and more efficient. This wasn't just a routine launch. It's a crucial step in making sure we're ready for our next giant leap. But Blue Origin isn't the only one putting in the work. NASA's Artemis program is the backbone of our return to the moon. Artemis 1 was an uncrewed test flight proving that the Orion spacecraft could handle the deep space travel. Artemis 2, launching next year, will take astronauts around the moon for the first time in 50 years. But the real deal? Artemis 3, set to land humans back on the lunar surface. And guess what? They'll need a lunar lander. Enter SpaceX's Starship. SpaceX is developing a version of its mega rocket, Starship, in order to be the lunar lander for Artemis 3. This vehicle will be the first human-rated lunar lander since Apollo, and it's designed to carry astronauts down to the lunar surface in a way we've never seen before. But a single landing isn't the end goal. NASA's looking at having a permanent presence on the lunar surface. To make that happen, we need some groundbreaking technologies. First, let's talk about habitats. Future lunar bases won't be just a few tents pitched on the lunar surface. They'll require inflatable habitats like those being developed by NASA and private companies. These expandable modules will provide astronauts with life support, radiation shielding, and room to work and play. Then there's in situ resource utilization, a fancy way of saying using what's already there. The moon has water ice at its poles, and NASA's developing technologies to be able to extract it for breathable oxygen, drinking water, and even fuel for rockets. This breakthrough is what could make the moon a stepping stone to Mars and beyond. And let's not forget power generation. Solar panels on the moon would have to endure 2-week-long lunar nights. So companies like Blue Origin and NASA are working on developing nuclear power stations to provide continuous energy for rovers and the base. These small nuclear reactors could be the key to long-term survival on the moon. And who's going to build all this? Robots. Autonomous machines will be sent to the moon ahead of humans in order to build roads, landing pads, and even entire bases, using 3D printing technology and the moon's own regolith, essentially the moon's dirt. If we can perfect these systems, the first astronauts to land won't be setting up camp. They'll be stepping into a ready-made base. With all this excitement, we still can't ignore the challenges ahead of us. What protection is necessary to keep astronauts safe from the extremes of radiation they might face? How do we deal with superfine lunar dust that will get into everything and clog equipment? And how do we make lunar habitats sustainable for long stays? Missions like the New Shepard moon gravity test and Artemis are laying the groundwork for confirming solutions to those problems. So, will we be ready? If these missions succeed, the answer is yes. But space is unforgiving. And every test, every launch, every experiment is important, and each one gets us one step closer to getting it right. Humanity is on the verge of a new era of space exploration, and this time, we're not going for a short visit. We're going to stay. What excites you most about our return to the moon? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'd like this book. I have an affiliate link in the description below. I do get a small commission, but it doesn't cost you any extra. For more space and science news and updates, make sure to like and subscribe, and remember, keep asking questions. See you on the next video.